Oh man, what time is it? Oh yeah, it's O O M G. Yeah. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy. OMG. Diddy got another crash out person, a dummy, I say, and I love this guy. I met him back in the days. He was cool, but that was 30 years ago, man. People change. Shit changes, bro. You know what I'm saying? The industry will change people. I'm not saying he changed. I just have a disagreement with him, and that's Ray J. No other than my bro Ray J from back in the days, man. I love you, Ray J, but I think you're wrong about Diddy. Anyway, then Shannon Sharpe, second audio, oh man, of the choking stuff, man. And then Vlad TV bows down to the minister. I ain't gonna say his name. I'm gonna try not to say his name. I'm gonna have other people say his name in the different articles. I mean, different video I'm gonna put out. He gonna say his name himself. I'm gonna let Vlad TV apologize to the minister himself. I'm not gonna say the minister name because I know his name triggers controversy. And I know what platform I'm on, so I'm not stupid. Anyway, we got guess who we got in the damn chat, baby? We got Lois Cox out of New Jersey. Lois Cox out of New Jersey. Jersey City. Stand up, Jersey. And I am God DZTV coming through 3D. Like the video, baby. You know what I'm saying? She says, Lois Cox says, morning, dining friends. And Lord Scott said, say my name, say the name. Now I'm not gonna say the name. I'm gonna let them say the name. So I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go to the flow of what Lois Cox is trying to get me to say the name of the notorious minister that Vlad TV misquoted or just lied, flat out lied. Forget a misquote. The man flat out lied against the minister of the NOI. You figure it, you Google it. You Google it. Everybody else Google it. I'm not gonna say, but this man did a public apology, but he apologized to the wrong person. Shout out to Willie D. I love Willie D. Ghetto boys. My mom's playing tricks on me. Shout out to Willie D. But he's the wrong person. Vlad needs to apologize to the members or directly to the members of the NOI instead of going on another brother platform. Go on, and then not only that, we want you, Vlad TV, to not just apologize on just Willie D. We want you to go on a damn. We want you to go on a damn marathon apology on all to all the direct content creators or of the brothers on the platform, like out here on West Coast Cam. Talk to West Coast Cam. Talk to Rizla Islam. Talk to You got a lot of brothers you can talk to. Brother Ben X out of Dallas, Texas. I think he's from Dallas or somewhere in Texas. You got a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, that do content. Apologize to them. You know what I'm saying? You're apologizing to the wrong person and it doesn't seem genuine. And what comes with that apology is what they call it redemption. And what comes with redemption is that you have to, you might have to kick in a little something or donate a little something. That's what I would say. So I'm going to get into the content of him doing this fake apology. To me, it's fake. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's fake. You know what I mean? Where is the damn apology video? 'Cause I got so many videos on the tab. You know, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Is this it right here? This is it. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. I got the content. Let me put my headphones off. Fair use, fair use, fair use. You know, flip that thing around and I play it. Let's see.
Is this a sincere apology 5 years later? Or does Vlad need help repairing his public
Let's
image
go.
after knowingly misquoting
Fair
Farrakhan
use.
and refusing to apologize?
And let me be clear, I'd like to apologize to Minister Farrakhan for misquoting him back in 2020. Period.
There you go.
No ifs, but, or anything else like that. Point blank, period. This is what I'm doing on your show.
Like that's
Now,
big.
that's honorable.
That's not honorable.
And also, let me just say, this.
Wow, that's honorable. No disrespect to Willie D. You know what I'm saying? That's not honorable. What's honorable if you talk to the direct members of the NOI. Talk to them. Now that's honorable. And you know what would be really honorable? Just go on apology or tour. Donate. You know, the brothers, you know, donate to the cause, man. That's how you really get past
This
it.
was not a decision based on pressure by anybody.
See, look, I don't like that part.
Financial.
I don't like that part. You know, just say you apologize. It wasn't by pressure. Yes, it was. For you to wait 5 years later and everybody kind of forgot about it a little bit. Not forgot, but you know, it ain't, you know, I really don't rock with you after that. You know what I'm saying? Not just only that, it was stuff before that, prior to that I didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? He just seemed like a classic culture vulture. Here we go. Let him talk. I'm sorry. Let me rewind. Let him talk for a minute and stop talking. Fair use. Let me let him babble for a minute.
Or anything else like that. Point blank, period.
Oh, let me go back
This
to
is
the
what I'm
apology.
doing
Hold up.
On your. And let me be clear, I'd like to apologize to Minister Farrakhan for misquoting him back in 2020.
5 years late, bro. You're 5 years late, and you need to talk to the NOI brothers. You need to talk to them, and you know, and I'm pretty sure Farrakhan is too big. No disrespect, but all disrespect. Farrakhan is way bigger. I'm sorry, I said his name. Damn. But the minister is. I ain't supposed to say his name. I'm sorry, you two. Don't get mad at me. This is your own brother from your circle that said his name. They got me saying his name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Period.
There you go.
No ifs, but, or anything else like that. Point blank, period. This is what I'm doing on your show.
Now, that's honorable.
Thank you.
That's honorable.
And also...
Doesn't sound sincere, right? Can I type the name? Yeah, you can type the name. Go ahead. You can type the name. I don't care. You know, it just, I don't want to see it. Because where I work at, you know, I don't want nobody, you know, it's, man. Whew, yeah.
Let me just say, this was not a decision based on...
This the part I don't like. It wasn't based on pressure. Yes, it was full pressure. What made you do it 5 years later? You should have did it 5 years ago. You should have did it. So it is pressure. You seeing what's going on at Vlad TV? I mean, I'm sorry, at No Jumper. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what you said, Lois Cox, minister. I was gonna say the minister. Everybody know him as the minister. But you see what the pressure is going on, No Jumper right now with the feds is on, or either, you know, the feds is hot over there. And, you know, here we go.
Pressure by anybody?
The pressure is on, especially out here on the West Coast, man. You know, ever since that big U indictment and No Jumper interviews are being included in indictment. Wow, you feel the pressure, bro.
By financial duress?
Okay, that part might be right. I mean, might not be. I mean, might be true. He might not be. I don't think he pressed for money. I give him that. He might not be pressed for money because he got over 6 million subscribers and he have unlimited content coming out every day. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like I have to do this in order to turn the company around. The company's been doing fine all these years.
I bet that's true.
It's not because I'm trying to get to a certain guest and by doing...
I don't think you're doing that either. I just think that the heat is on with the No Jumper situation, and you like, yo, I need to clean up some of this street, because his street value has fallen. Yes, he has grown in popularity wise, but his street value, us on the streets of LA and nationwide, we not feeling this dude, and he knows it. So he had to apologize.
Doing this and so forth. No, there's no reason
What's up,
behind this,
Rocky?
except for it's the right thing to do.
What's up?
And I'm fully aware that a lot of people are going to hear this and say, "Fuck your apology."
Yeah, a lot of people. Reason why they saying "F your apology, big dog" is because you didn't say it to the people that's in the damn nation. You said it to somebody that's outside the nation. So that's a cowardly act, in my opinion, bruh.
It's too late. We're not going to accept it. Whatever, and that's fine because this is not for those people. This is something that I felt I should do, and some people will accept it, and some people won't. And I'm fully aware going into it.
But until the apology is full, until you want to really apologize, you got to talk to the members themselves. You got to talk to the members themselves. I gave you some names. You know the names, Vlad. Go talk to West Coast Cam. He's out here. Talk to West Coast Cam. Talk to Rizza Islam. He's out here. Those are brothers out here from, NOI out here. And then you got to talk to the other brothers, Ben X, like I said. It's more. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. I can't think of all the damn people that's out doing content. That's the only one I remember off the top. And I know it's more, even more older gentlemen that's been in the NOI longer. So, yeah. And reason why I'm on his head, and I don't think this is sincere. I think he's still a culture vulture. He know that nobody on the streets is really rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? He know the heat is on. And his spot is like No Jumper is a fed spot for the brothers, man. For all the brothers doing gang content and telling their business about shootings and stuff. Listen to this. I keep telling y'all about this Nori interview, but I'm going to show y'all this Nori interview about him talking about a shooting, and Vlad asked him about it. Look at this. Fair use. Fair use. Y'all know Vlad, you know him. That's your boy Nori out of Drink Champs. He gonna talk about a situation how he had to shoot somebody, and Vlad gonna ask him. And he, shout out to Nori, man, but he was dumb enough to say it, but still, it's your platform. You could have edited this out. Listen how fair use. Just listen how Nori tells how he shoots somebody on this man platform. Listen.
I snapped, yeah. It was a dumb thing.
So you started shooting at him.
Yeah. So you start shooting at him. Let me put the let me see if I can put the so you start shooting at him. If y'all can see that in the y'all pretty sure y'all can't see that. But anyway, he said you start shooting at him. Vlad initiated the situation like a detective.
Snapped.
I snapped, yeah. It was a dumb
You snapped.
So you started shooting at him.
Wow.
I shot him through it. It went straight through.
Oh, so you actually hit him?
Yeah, I hit him.
Wow. Talking about a shooting, attempted murder. I don't know what's the statute of limitation on attempted murder, but that's crazy. He's talking about a real shooting on the damn. Shout out to Nori being big on Drink Champs and being able to not able and don't even need Vlad no more. So salute to him, man. Shout out to for him building his own platform that we don't need these culture vultures. Here we go.
Yeah, I hit him. It went straight through though, but it went like, what's that shit what they call when the bullet don't stop in you?
Flesh wound?
Yeah, flesh wound where it goes straight through and shit. Wow.
Wow.
That's just how my hood is. My hood is retarded. Like niggas would be
Wow. Just getting to the meat and potatoes like he just told him. Listen again.
tired of it. And
Snapped.
I snapped, yeah. It was a dumb thing.
Listen to
You
that.
started shooting at him.
Yeah,
So you start shooting at him. See? Wow. Why would you ask that?
I shot him through it. It went straight through.
You
Wow.
actually hit him?
Yeah, I hit him. It went straight through though, but it went like, what's that shit what they call when
Wow.
the bullet don't stop?
Fair
in you?
use. Like
Yeah,
the
flesh
video.
wound where it goes straight through and shit. Wow. But that's just how my
Wow. Incriminating stuff right on. They like that. They like that. You know, they like that. They get a hard on that. You know, ooh, you said that. And then not only that, we gonna show another rapper out of Philly, ARM. I always talk about it, but now I got the clips, damn it. I always talk about it, but I never had a clip to back it. Wait, hold up. Where's the sound? Come on, give me some sound. Sorry.
Some dollars on the street. Hundreds.
You feel what I'm saying?
You know, when you talk about taking over your first couple blocks,
Wow.
like people don't just hand over blocks.
He talking about street stuff. How you taking over? He asking this man how he taking over blocks. If that this is not Fed activity, man. Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see this. Wow. Go back. Listen to this, man. He asking him about the this man locked up right
You know, when
now.
you talk about taking over your first couple blocks, like people don't just hand over blocks.
Wow.
Well, my neighborhood, I grew up in the neighborhood, and now it's different. I'm not saying I could have did this in other neighborhoods.
He's
My neighborhood
incriminating
was like,
himself.
everybody was like knew. I was like the guy that I was the young guy everybody knew, so I can go sit on this block and sell drugs. I didn't have to use.
Wow. Wow, dog. Wow. That what the come on, man. If that's not a Fed station, I don't know what is, bro. I reached not reached I kind of reached out a little bit, not to Vlad, not to No Jumper, but somebody that had connections to Death Row a little bit, and they was willing to probably do an interview with me, but I had to think. I said, do I really want to be affiliated with these dudes that that got a reputation? Nah, I want to be low key. I want to build my platform on myself. Fuck that. I don't need no help. I get it. I'll get it for the mud. I don't want to make nobody feel like I owe them nothing. I just keep going live like I'm doing, and eventually, some. No, I don't feel like I have to go on his platform. I don't have to go on No Jumper. Those the two out here on the LA scene in hip hop that run the scene out here, bro. Unfortunately. Shout out to the East Coast, shout out to the Midwest, shout out to the South, you know what I'm saying? They don't have this situation going on when they got two culture vultures sitting right in our homeland and people keep going to their platforms and incriminating themselves for about $1,500. That's what I'm hearing. He pay about $1,500, which is kind of good for 2 hours if you're going. But still, is it worth you incriminating yourself and setting yourself in a trap in the web? Wow, he's the spider. In order to get rid of the web, you got to get rid of the spider. Watch who you hang with for sure. You feel me? So I had to think about it logically, Lois Cox. I'm like, yeah, he would be a good person to interview and build my platform up. But do I really want to be affiliated with this dude that knows Whack 100 and all these other dudes that I don't know if they feds or not, but they seem fetish? You know what I'm saying? They on his platform, they on Vlad's No Jumper platform. Those are two hottest things on the West Coast, far as like hip hop trending topics or whatever, the stuff I talk about and more. He gets actors, rappers, singers, whatever, to get on his platform and just what you think about this and what you think about that, and causing beef with people that normally wouldn't even know the other person exists. And people don't see the curtain behind the bullshit. Man, I seen it. I seen it a long time ago. Shout out to Lewis 944. I seen it a long time ago when he did so after when he misquoted, or no, he lied. Now he's not keep saying misquoted. When he lied against the minister, he had two hosts that tried to, mend things with him and gave him an ultimatum like, dude, we want to rock with you, bro, but you know what I'm saying? These brothers right here, Godfrey and Lord Jamar, they was on this platform, man. Salute to them brothers, man. They risked their careers, their everything to get off his platform to say, "Hey, man, you gotta apologize to the minister. You lied on him." He refused to apologize for 5 years and just stood on his high horse like, "I don't even need y'all. I don't need y'all. My platform's bigger." The arrogance. I hate the arrogance because he knows who he's backed by. You know what I'm saying? These two brothers at the peak of their career, you know what I'm saying, left a big platform and I was down with them. And before that happened, it was just something, certain things Vlad would say before I just never felt. I was like, damn, nah, you dead wrong on this. You talking about reparations? We should get nothing but what, a school grant or something, free schooling? Nah, we need paper and land, buddy. Anyway, so shout out to Lord Jamal. When he left and Godfrey left, I officially unsubscribed. But I was already feeling like unsubscribing. But since the God, you know what I'm saying, right here, if y'all don't know that he's from the 5%, they call each other God. Since he was like, you know, he was still down with Vlad, I was like, I'm still the God down with him. Forget it, man. Boom. Once he left, I was officially done. But the crazy part, I remember this time period. He was at 4 million when they left. His stuff is up to 6 million, man. ain't lost no. Well, no, you know what it is? He'll just recycle, just like no jumper. They'll just recycle guests. Once you think you're too big for your bridges. Oh well, I'll get somebody else. Wow, that's not a culture vulture. I don't know what is, man. Right, Lewis Scott sound like a jerk, right? Woo! So yeah, when he apologized, it wasn't sincere. You want to apologize? We want you to apologize like how they make Nick Cannon apologize. You remember when Nick Cannon said some things about us, your community, and he had to go on a whole apology tour. I apologize. Man, no disrespect, Nick. Nick was tap dancing, boy. You know what I'm saying? To get back in good into the entertainment business, and it worked because now he's still doing his thing. But for a minute, he was canceled. Woo! Live cancellation right in front of our eyes. Man, took his show, everything, man. We thought he owned Wild and Out. He put Professor Griff on that show. It was over. Then he had to bow down and apologize. That's what we want you to do. Apologize and donate. Come out them pockets since you've been making all this money off of our culture. That's the part I don't like. I hate that, man. I hate that with a passion. And I don't care how big, I just can't sell out, man. What's up, Andrew? What up? Hey, John, what's up? So yeah, he said this weak apology, and you know what I mean? And shout out to West Coast Cam and Rizza Islam, and I don't know who else made a statement, but I know they made statements saying, yeah, they don't, yeah, screw all that. So shout out to them brothers, man. You know what I mean? Um, salute to them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Standing on a square and saying you need to apologize to us. Why you going on Willie D platform, which is the fact? Don't you have integrity? That's why we follow you. Don, you have integrity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I try. I will sometimes be a hypocrite on on certain things. At least I admit it. I admit my flaws. I admit when I'm wrong. I tell you when I'm wrong. Like, yeah, you right. I'm not big like that. I'm not, even if I was big, it's just something in my spirit. When something is right, I got to tell it like it is, man. It hurts, you know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, oh well. If I look stupid, oh well. I fought on the sword, oh well. But at least I know in my heart I said the right things and went against. And this is in the history books. I do not rock with Vlad TV. I do not rock with No Jumper. None of them platforms. Those are culture vulture platforms, and they're not the only ones. You know what I'm saying? You got of course we know about DJ Vlad. He don't really rock with us. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of brothers out there that's culture vultures, you know what I'm saying? For sure. That's bad for the culture, you know what I'm saying? But I know out here on the West, this dude and no jumper, you know what I mean? So the apology won't be accepted until you go to the brothers and you donate some money. Come out the pockets. That's how you apologize. That's how you get redemption. You know what I'm saying? Complete redemption, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done with that. What else I had on the tip? I got like two other ones, And then we can jump to which one y'all want next? Which one y'all want next? I got two strong ones. But let's get on Diddy and Ray J. Diddy and Ray J, man. Wow. And I love Ray J, man. Y'all know I love Ray J, bro. Ray J says Diddy will beat his ex trafficking case. Ah, Ray. What happened, Ray J? If y'all don't know, I used to be a hype man for Skee-Lo back in the day. I wish I was a little bit taller. Wish it was the boy. And he was one of the people I had a pleasure meeting when he was just a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Him, his sister Brandy. If y'all don't know, that's Brandy's brother. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's bigger than Brandy right now, as far as like the name out. You know, he's Brandy's brother, but he's also, this Brand. Y'all remember Mo to the, you know what I'm saying? M to the E to the S to the whatever how she spelled it. Moesha shit. Mo to the E to the SHA. I don't know how she spelled it. Yeah. Remember him? You know what I'm saying? He was always Brandy's brother. This is how he looked when I seen him back in the day. Head to the back, cool dude. I'll never forget that experience. Cool guy. But Brandy is cute. Yeah, Brandy's cute. Shout out to Brandy. She was cool too. You know what I'm saying? But I have to disagree with my brother, man. And what y'all talking about? First he was down. First he was going against Diddy. He was going against Diddy. Yeah, I got it clipped up. I got it clipped up. He was going against Diddy, and I don't believe this, and this ain't right, and you touch your hands on somebody, and da 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 da, and whoopty whoopty whoop. Yeah, yeah. Remember he said this ain't it. I got the clip. I got the clip. Shout out to my guy, but I got to keep it fair. I got to keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's go to the. We got it clipped up. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Be fair. You know what I mean? Shout out to the West Coast, but hey.
I'm not saying what's up to Puff like that ever again.
Wow, you heard him from right there. Damn, what happened? Damn, what happened? What the fuck happened? Oh, what happened? I had the clip and it just. Damn, you try to get me caught up. What happened? Y'all trying to make me. What happened? I had the clip. What happened? Or did I accidentally? Sometime I accidentally touched up stuff. I'm sorry if I did. I gotta find my history. Damn, I just had it. Where is it at? Oh, here we go. I gotta go back. Okay, I just gotta go back. All right, here we go.
I'm not saying what's up to Puff like that ever again.
Wow, I ain't saying what's up to Puff like that ever again. Boom.
You look at some of the TV shows we did. You look at me and Princess arguing a little bit on TV. You know, they say, oh, you push Princess in the pool and all of that. And I'm sorry, Prinky, that's all television stuff. And that ain't that. The homie need a public whipping.
Remember that? Oh! The homie needs a public whipping. I forgot about that. I'm glad I'm watching this with y'all. I forgot about that. What do you say, 100 lashes? Now I remember.
It's the only way it's gonna be right with a public whipping. Like, the whip, somebody that you slain and hurt 1,000 lashes.
1,000 lashes.
1,000. By you, somebody yours. I'm not saying what's up to Puff like that.
Wow. I ain't saying what's up to Puff. See? Then, somehow I guess Ray J and Diddy boys pulled up on him. The Diddy boys seen him at an industry party, allegedly, right? This is Princess Hazel. This is one of his homegirls, right? Hazel E. Remember this clip? Yeah, y'all thought I forgot about all this. We're gonna go step by step. What happened? What happened was.
I honestly just saw like Christian, Justin, Quincy kind of start circling Ray a little.
Christian, Justin, surrounding. Y'all can't see me. There we go. Bam. They surrounded. Remember, that's Diddy's son she talking about. Seeing Ray J at the industry surrounded him.
I honestly just saw like Christian, Justin, Quincy kind of start circling Ray a little bit.
Wow.
Words were exchanged.
Words were exchanged.
Starting all parties can resolve things equally. you know. And
So,
Fair use.
from what you've seen, did things ever exactly get physical, or was it just words exchanged? Was there any, you know, fist thrown or?
Fair
it
use.
definitely was like a chest.
Shots being fired.
Yes, yes.
So it was chest bump, and Chris Breezy came and saved the day. If Chris Breezy would have been on Ray J, they would have been all fighting. The Diddy boys. This is I think Justin and yeah, Christian, and that's Quincy. Yeah, I got the names.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like if Chris wasn't like the bigger voice of reason in that moment, I don't think.
See, Chris helped break the fight up. You know what I'm saying? What's up, May Ray 77 Experience in the building? Yeah, fair use. Let's go.
Anything that any of us were saying would have toned the situation down. So honestly, yeah, Chris really did.
Wow. So they stepped to Ray J, the Diddy boys. I don't know if Quincy was there, but they said Justin and Christian was there. Shit, they stepped to him. I don't know what happened. Good morning. Good morning, mate. I don't know what happened, but you know, he changed his tune. Then he goes, no, let me see, I'm gonna fast forward maybe. Then he get mad. I think this is after or before. I don't know. I can't remember this was after or before that. But this is definitely after this scene right here. But reveals the worked out things, and then boom. Oh yeah, so this is like kind of after. Boom, right here. Here we go. Fair use.
Altercation with you and Diddy's sons, and your drive and your belief that somebody took a shot at you. Do you believe those are related? And did they change your disposition towards talking about this situation?
There we go. Yeah. Okay. And I did this within 30 minutes, y'all. All this stuff, all this stuff, I wake up and this is a real live freestyle. I don't rehearse this. I do it right in the morning, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes the most.
Well, when you live in LA, you know, I think a lot of things are controlled in a lot of different ways, whether it's from the underground scene or from the political scene. But what I do know is that the people that did that to me,
he talking about Christian and them pulled up on him. Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to work out something when you know who it.
And I understand Ray trying to be the bigger man and work out something. So what was it to work out? They pay you? I think they paid to do it allegedly, man.
It is always the best plan, right? I've seen a lot of violence happen just because certain people wouldn't sit down and figure out, you know, what can happen in a positive way as opposed.
Okay, I get what he's saying. He wanted to, you know, be peaceful about it, but you got to stand on your ground, man. You know what I'm saying? Once you said one thing, you ain't messing with him, you ain't shaking his hand, then when them bros pull up, it look kind of weird, even though you want peace, but not with somebody that got the allegations of him. At this time, you need to just chill and don't say nothing, bro. Just keep quiet. So by him saying that, well, I'm going to get to what he's saying now.
As opposed to it going another route. So in that situation, you know, we're doing everything we can to make sure.
What do you want people?
You know what I'm saying? So they took a shot at him, right? What's up, auntie? Love you, auntie. That's my auntie Shaky. I'm cooking right now. Let me see. And then, out of Los Angeles, California, sorry. And then we jump to this clip. Yeah, this one right here. This is the latest clip. So now he's saying Diddy's just gonna walk off. He ain't gonna even get charged with it. He think he gonna walk off now. What happened within them few days? You heard?
He about to get out too on the dead homies, nigga. Puffy getting out. All that shit they trying to charge that nigga for is nonsense, bro. He did something bad that we all seen, and that shit's unacceptable. Mm-hmm. But that's not what the charges are for. And the charges are weak. Right. And
charges are weak. I disagree, Ray. I strongly disagree with that. If the charges was weak, when he went for the first bail hearing in New York with all his family, all the Diddy boys, moms pulled up, everybody pulled up, the judge seen all the family support, and he offered allegedly some kind of millions package, some kind of 2 million to 20 million package to get out. And both times he was denied bail. While Mike Jeffries, that old dude, he got bail. Why they didn't give Diddy bail? What evidence does the judge see? Or the judges? These are two different judges that denied him bail. You know what I'm saying? That has denied him to get an extension. Y'all don't see that's a defense, that's a prosecution win when the defense wanted a 2 month postponement. They wanted to postpone it for 2 months. Judge said nah. So they must got something. And you know who was that something something? Is Cassie Ventura. When he settled within 24 hours of all those allegations against her, I knew back then the feds was watching, and then look what happened. The feds was really watching. And you look at the indictment, it's going hand in hand with the Cassie lawsuit. Hand in hand. Hand in hand. So when you say what's the evidence, it's weak. I disagree, bruh. Now he has a puncher chance to win, yes, but it ain't gonna just not like how Ray J saying it. Hell no.
And it's not funny and it's not okay.
Right. What do you?
It is funny, and the thing with, and I'm not confused. I'm confused with the relationship, like with Snoop. Why do they all love Puff? You know what I'm saying? And they from the West Coast. Why Puff got Ray J and Snoop, you know, and y'all supposed to been down with Tupac? That's what I don't understand. I don't understand. Where are those pictures at? You know, y'all like to show old pictures of people with people. You know, I like to show the old pictures with people. I told you, in order to get to the next side of the entertainment business, you got to hug Diddy some kind of way. Back in the days, you had to hug Diddy.
Diddy had his hand on everybody, man. I ain't saying he did anything, but man. I'm sorry, that's something else. Boom, what's that? I'm sorry, that's another picture. My bad. All right, that's not the one. I'm trying to click on it, and my fingers too sensitive. Boom, bam, there we go. Remember, that's an old picture. That's when I met Ray. My thing is with I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? You was down with Death Row. You know what I'm saying? And was snooping them in the early '90s, and then and then you was on the fence. And that's why Suge ain't really messing with him no more. You know what I'm saying? Because he just confessed his allegiance to Puff. He just confessed. So you can't play both fences. You gotta pick a side. Is you down with Pac and Death Row, or you're down with the Diddler? Which one are you on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you from the West Coast, you gotta choose right. And I think he's choosing wrong. As an older brother, you're choosing wrong.
I know Diddy got money, but damn, what did he pay you allegedly to switch up your story, homie?
Yeah, he said everyone's beat a woman sometimes.
No,
Right.
that's not cool.
No, yeah. I didn't say that. I'm just saying. That's what Ye said.
Hey, was that bad, ladies? Can we get a
Yeah,
boo?
no, that's terrible. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yes, yo, you ain't, everybody seen that video, so he's saying since Diddy ain't getting charged for that assault that we seen, that the other stuff ain't is weak. That's how they tying the whole crime together. They gotta show a character of somebody.
Puffy about to get out too on the dead homies, nigga. Puffy getting.
Wow, he getting out on the dead homies. You shouldn't put that on the dead homies, man. I don't think he getting out. He may breach some of them charges, but people forget the definition of the of what sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Or X trafficking. I'm sorry, I ain't supposed to say that. Sorry. Or what it means. You know what I'm saying? That's a heavy charge, and it's very simple. It's the Mann Act. If you got, I know I don't agree with it, but ain't nobody outlawed it. Why the Democrats, Republicans, nobody ain't. They talking about it's racist. Why is it still on the books?
Hey, I'm just asking the question. Yeah, it's weird to me. I admit. Why is it still on the books? You know what I'm saying? We had
We had who? Biden. off the books. They was Democratic presidents. Why did Bush? Why did whoever the 45? I won't say a damn name. That's another triggering name. I try not to get caught up on in. Yeah. So I don't know, man. He's dead wrong with the hit. I think the evidence is too much for him to side with Diddy. And just by you saying you a Tupac fan, you from the West Coast. The rumors, you gotta wait till this Keefe D trial in order to align yourself with, especially if you being from here. You gotta wait till all this Keefe D stuff is done with to side with Puff. His name is linked to two murders, allegedly rumors, Tupac and Biggie, allegedly. So you showing support for somebody that's from that got allegedly lined up by him. It's weird. I'm sorry, it's weird. I'm sorry, it's weird. I understand he got money and he got street. He been out here so he aligned himself out here with some street dudes. He had to. You know what I'm saying? He got Snoop. He got Ray. Ray J ain't no punk. Ray J is from where he from in Carson. So I ain't gonna never. He told me back in the days where he was from as a kid. So I asked him, and he told me where he was from. The motherfucker, the M Puff Day, yeah, no Diddy, doom, doom, doom. Shout out to Jack, the the beans talk. Shout out to you, man. But yeah, man, I just think that's hypocritical when dudes like Snoop and Ray J, people from the West Coast, sided with Puff. You gave him a green light to run around here all comfortably after he's been accused of taking out Pop, taking out Biggie, allegedly. You know what I mean? Putting up hits on people. According to what's his name, Little Rod Jones saying he's seen gang members come to Puff House and give him guns allegedly and all that he running that stuff like what's her name, Tiffany Red. All these people are seeing things. He got street connections. Like he wouldn't be able to run around LA free like this. So I don't know, man. It just seemed weird when my guy Suge locked up. You know what I'm saying? And this dude is free as a bird. And y'all rocking with him on the West Coast. What blasphemous shit is that? I'm sorry, excuse my language. What about Ronde Grande? What about her? I don't know. Tell me. I don't know what you're talking about, Jack. Give me more intel. I don't know, brother. But yeah, I always thought this dynamic was weird. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it real. You know what I mean? Until this Keefe D trial is over. I ain't gonna lie. I felt for it for a minute. I felt sorry after Big died, so that's the only reason why I rock with Puff because I didn't hear all the rumors. It was just rumors. But then when that damn murder rap came out and the interview with Keefe D confessing he got a check. Well, he was offered a check. He didn't officially. He said he didn't officially get it, but he was offered $1 million to take out Pac, man. And then what Gene Deal says, his bodyguard, he's seen $1 million check to somebody in New York from Harlem. What's his name? Zip, Eric Von Zip. He's seen $1 million check for him and his record label. So now can they find that check? That's the only problem. I don't know. But that's over 30 years ago, damn near. You feel me? So this he shouldn't have been rocking with Puff, and then now you double down. You doubling down, saying he gonna get off. What? Honda? Wait a minute, let y'all hear this again. Did I hear this right? Or did I hear this right?
Bro, and Puffy about to get out too on the dead homies, nigga. Puffy getting out. All that shit they trying to charge that nigga for is nonsense, bro. Wow. He did something bad that we all seen, and that shit's unacceptable.
Wow. Wow. You riding for Puff, but you from the West? I'm confused, man. You was on the right side when you was about to go head on. What happened? Did Diddy when you talked to Diddy sons, did they give you a phone line directly to Diddy and Diddy said, "Look, mother, look. Hey, look, we can handle this handle this like some gentlemen, or we can get into some gangster shit. You know I got more money than you. What we doing? How much you want, Ray? To shut up and have my back. Allegedly. How much do you want, Ray? Oh, how much do you want? How you go from let me go back. Let me just go back. What? This ain't me making this up. This is coming out the own man's mouth. This is coming out the own man's mouth. Listen.
I'm not saying what's up to Puff like that ever again.
I'm confused.
You look at some of the TV shows we did. You look at me and Princess arguing a little bit on TV. You know, they say, oh, you push Princess in the pool and all of that. And I'm sorry, Prinky, that's all television stuff. Well, that ain't that.
Wow.
The homie need a public whipping.
Wow.
It's the only way it's going to...
A public whooping. Y'all remember that? 100 lashes, 1,000 lashes. I'm confused, bro. What side are you on, homie?
It's the only way it's gonna be right with a public whipping.
We had him. We had Puff kids by their neck. If Ray J would have been like, go, you know what I'm saying? All Ray had to do was go like this. They surrounded. I don't care how connected they are. They not from here. They will be outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to press the line for some reason. I don't know why. He had the whole West Coast on his. Man, them Diddy boys wouldn't have a chance out here, man. Ray J would have pressed that line, it would have been over.
The whip, body that you slain and hurt.
Why he didn't press the line, I don't know.
1,000.
But 1,000 lashes.
By you, somebody yours.
He said he need to get 1,000 lashes by somebody big like Shay Shay. And then since we talking about Shay Shay, you know we gonna go to that audio in a minute, because I only got a couple of more minutes.
I'm not saying what's up to Puff like that ever again. You look at some of the TV shows we did. You look at me and Princess arguing a little bit on TV. You know, they say, oh, you push Princess in the pool and all of that. And I'm sorry, Prinky.
Wow.
Public whipping.
You need a public whipping.
Like, you know, the whip, body that you slain and hurt 1,000 lashes. Publicly, 1,000.
Wow.
By you, somebody yours.
Somebody big like Shay. He ain't shaking hands.
Saying what's up to Puff like that ever again.
Ever again. Ever again. Ever again? Then you go on here to this podcast and what you say? Yeah.
Bro, and Puffy about to get out too on the dead homies, nigga.
Wow.
Puffy getting out. All that shit they trying to charge that nigga for is nonsense, bro.
Wow.
He did something bad that we all seen.
Wow. All right. I kept going. I went. Let's hurry up because I gotta get on this Shay Shay real quick. The Shay Shay audio. It's a new audio with your boy Shannon Sharpe. Your boy Shannon Shizzy. You know what I mean? Where's the picture? Where's the picture of my guy Shay Shay? There you go. Bam. Remember he had that article with that girl, that accuser? It's another audio that has been leaked. It's a second audio. Audio 2. My 2 was audio. I got a boy and his name is Gizmo. Look at this. It's the second audio. Listen to this one about the choking. They be choking. Here we go. Talk. Let's go. There's a lot of air.
I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
I hate the dead air. Sorry.
Well, okay.
But he gonna talk about choking her again.
Well, I'm not really interested
Sound like a kid, huh?
in getting choked, so
I'm not interested in getting choked. She set his ass up and he felt for it like a dummy. Listen to this. One more again.
interested in getting choked, so I'm not really interested.
Wow, she caught his ass, man.
In getting choked.
And then listen to his dumb ass answer.
So I guess we're going.
Listen to his answer.
I might choke you in public.
I might choke you in public. Then listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to him. There's a lot of dead air.
Big black
Here you go.
guy chokes small white woman.
Wow. Big black guy chokes small white woman. Wow. She got him good, man.
Okay, what?
Here she goes. Sorry for the dead time.
Oh, I'm not really interested in
Fair use.
getting choked.
And getting
so
choked.
I guess we're going.
Wow. I guess we're going. Damn, if she don't sound young, I don't know what young is. I know she was legal, but he felt for it, man. Going for the young kitty cat, fellas. Stay strong, especially when you got money and prestige that he had or have, whatever. Man.
Yeah. I might choke you in public.
Wow, I might choke you in public. Damn. And then listen to the last part. This is the part that's cringy. I hope this don't lead to no federal charges or no criminal. I hope not. Oh my God. What's up, Drip Visuals? Listen to this.
Big black guy chokes small white woman.
Wow. Wow. And let me give a shout out to everybody. Damn, Shay, I wish I could have got more into it. But I got caught up with the Ray J stuff and Diddy stuff. And then who was before? I forgot all the damn. Oh, yeah, Vlad TV. Great live. I covered 3 topics, you know. And let me give a shout out to Dash. Now I get my auntie song now. Dash my auntie. That's my auntie Shaky. I love my auntie. That's my auntie Shaky. Shout out to my auntie Shaky out of Los Angeles, California. She, you know, love you. She said I love you more. I remember I was just cooking right then. Sorry, auntie. Out of Los Angeles, California. That's my auntie, not by cousin, not by hood. No, real blood auntie. Shout out to Leatherface. What did Ray J do? So yeah, you got to go back and rewind. I gotta go, but he basically saying that Diddy gonna get off Leatherface. Diddy gonna get off. His case ain't strong enough, and I was just proving that he was down with Diddy. I mean against Diddy. Then when them boys pressed him, then I don't know what happened. He probably had a conversation with Diddy, and Diddy probably gave him some paper, man, because he switched it up, saying, "Oh no, he ain't gonna he ain't gonna get convicted," and whatever he said, paraphrasing. And then shout out to Jack, the Beanstalk. That's what it is, Beanstalk. Shout out to Jack, the Beanstalk. I said your name wrong. Shout out to you. Shout out to Lois Cox out of New Jersey. Shout out to Lois Cox, New Jersey in the damn building. Shout out to May Rain, 77 Experience. Go to her channel. She's a content creator, motivator, devastator. Like your boy Donese. I'm not a heartbreaker, but yeah. Shout out to May Rain, 77 Experience. Go to her channel and check her out. Shout out to Lewis944 for pulling up on your boy. Shout out to Rocky Bell for pulling up on your boy. You feel me? And guess who pulled up again? Mark Motley. You know what I'm saying? Say good morning, Don Neasy, Cheryl, Lois, and everyone. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Mark Motley just donated $999 to the Don Neasy cause to get me out of there, out here to the atmosphere. Yeah, this show has been officially sponsored by Mark Motley. You know what I'm saying? Mark Motley, everyone. Thank you for the $999. You know what I'm saying? He always blessing your boy. And OG yapping about what's up, squad bros. I was yapping about Ray J relationship with Diddy, and it was cold, then it's cool. I don't know what's going on, how he was down with Suge, down with Diddy. I'm just confused about what's going on, man. And then Shannon Sharpe second audio, then Vlad TV, you know, talking about he want to apologize to the minister, but he apologized to Willie D instead to the members of the NOI, which I feel like was weak and whack. You know what I'm saying? So he got to keep apologizing and donate to the NOI. That's how you get things rolling, you know, Vlad. If you want to really get back into our grace, you got to go out and apologize and donate to the hood. That's how people gonna be like, all right, Vlad ain't too bad. He giving out backpacks and lunches. Have you done that? I don't know, but have you publicly? You need, if you really want to apologize, but you got to do it to the people, to the person you diss. You got to go to that organization first. You feel me? Then you go to the community. Anyway, I got to go, y'all. Make sure y'all pull up on me Monday through Friday, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time. Mark Motley said, absolutely. So pull up on me West Coast time, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time. So I meant Midwest at 6:45. Y'all heard it wrong. So 5:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time, Monday through Friday. Pull up on your boy. Like the video, dude. Subscribe, dude. Share me out, dude. Man, this is the biggest big YouTuber, man. Man, but that I ain't gonna kiss no butt. I'm gonna get it from the mud. I don't care if I gotta do 100,000 lives. I'm gonna get it from the mud. I refuse to lose my integrity. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Mwah, mwah. To all the ladies and the single ladies, you get the leggy. Pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. And the homies, you get the pound. Poop, poop, poop. Uppercut. You know how we do. Thank y'all for pulling up. I love y'all. Yay, yay. Baby. This show is sponsored by Mark Motley. Thank you.